please listen very carefully. This is another one of those little gold nugget lessons that can be worth 100 times what you invested to be in this course, just this one lesson. So I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to share with you, because if you learn nothing else from this whole course, but I believe what you'll learn in this quick short lesson, you can really generate a lot of traffic and a lot more business for your business, a lot more leads, a lot more customers. So let's talk about some sponsorship secrets. Now, when I say sponsorship, it's you just essentially running ads for your business on someone else's site. You're sponsoring their site. If you buy an ad on someone's site, you're basically sponsoring the site. But sponsorships can be done in a creative way. So when you use the term sponsorship, it kind of leaves the door open to some creative opportunities to advertise with someone else's site, or through someone else's marketing assets. So you can sponsor someone's email newsletter, you can sponsor, their product where you're shown on the product label, anything you think of sponsorships. When you see sports these days, even pro as well as, college kids playing football or something, you see the little Nike swoosh check mark, on the corner of their jersey. That's a sponsorship. Nike sponsored that school. They paid for that ad. They paid for the little check mark to be there. If you see like NASCAR or car racing and you see the stickers, like, there's that one car that's painted like M&M's, yellow peanut M&M's, the yellow car. That's a sponsorship from M&M's, from Mars or whoever the candy company that makes M&M's. So these sponsorships are very creative. There's different ways to do sponsorship deals. It's the same thing with online. So let's talk about some of these things and why it's so important. Now, we've already talked about once you isolate conversions that you generate from traffic when you buy on the media networks, then you can go directly to sites to do direct deals. So many direct deals can be done, as I already said, to save you money. It's because the sites aren't getting all of the money that the ad or traffic is sold for on a retail level, because the network, like Google or whoever else, they're making their cut. And you're paying full retail price. When you pay the networks, you can negotiate a better deal going direct, so you'll pay less. They make more, the people running the ads on their site, and you pay less. So everybody wins. It's a great, great situation. Now, site owners, I said this, are open direct deals because they'll net more. If they're giving up 30% to Google, now they get 100%. So they'd rather have all of a 90% price, giving you that 10% discount, than they are of getting 70% of the full 100% price. Now, you can contact site owners about adding a new ad size or a different type of ad placement for you that they don't currently have. So when you think of it from the standpoint of a blog owner or a site with traffic, they have a banner at the top, maybe ads down the side. They have some AdSense, text ads. They know generally what their income is from all those different ads. Now, if you're going to buy one of those specific ads, it's going to replace their income that's already coming from the network they use to sell the ad for them. So they have to be able to make money, and they're hoping more money, not less, for you to replace whatever network is selling it. But if you come to them, and this is what I propose you do, about creating a new way for you to get traffic from their site and a new way for them to make more money, then it can be very, very powerful. Now, if you start, having a little ad that shows at the end of every blog post, if they currently don't have that, and you do some kind of little box that promotes a free guide you give away for real estate investing or whatever the case is, for whatever the content is, they're making money, obviously, from selling you that sponsorship of their ad. Now, technically, though, for every click on that, it could be taking away money from someone clicking on the other ads that made the money, but they're not going to realize that, probably, most likely. But in many cases, it will make them more money. So it's not like you're doing anything to take advantage of them or anything. By them having other types of ads to sell, they'll typically on average make more money. But it's very powerful to be able to say, hey, I'd like to sponsor your blog. I would like to have an ad that's shown at the end of every email newsletter you send out. I'd like to have a little ad or blurb for my product for the next month at the end of every new blog post that you post, and I'm willing to pay X. So that to them, they see it because it's a new form of advertising they're not currently doing. It's just more money. But you got to monitor the conversions that come from each sponsorship to know when to phase it out or when to expand it. So clearly, if you do a sponsorship that's sending you great profitable traffic, lots of conversions, well, now you want to see where else they can send you traffic from. Where else can you create a new ad or even take over their existing ad space? Because once you find that it's a great source of new leads and customers for your business, you want to expand it and build upon it. At the same time, if you pay for a sponsorship and it's just losing money, it's not profitable, you need to know that so you can phase it out as soon as possible. Now, you want to use social proof, one of the most powerful elements of marketing. You keep hearing me say it again and again, and how it relates to all different things. Well, social proof can relate to getting sponsorships. So once you do a sponsorship deal with one site, and hopefully you're getting some good results, you can then contact another site in the market and say, hi, I love your site, I love your content, this is what we do, we sell a high quality product, we would love to sponsor your site. And if you go to this site, you can see we're already sponsoring their site, and we would love to do a similar deal with you to help you make some more revenue for your website. And that works very, very well. So once you get one deal going, you can leverage it into 2, 3, 4, 5, and more. Last but not least, this is one of the biggest secrets. A flat fee will usually net you more than cost per click. So you could approach these sites and say, hey, I want to sponsor your site. Can you add this, can you add a background image on your web pages that promote my site, and it's clickable, or can you do it at the end of a blog post, or can you add this little button where you currently don't have one? And if you were to say, I'll pay you cost per click, and that may be what you need to do, and then mention a cost per click, say I'll pay you 25 cents per click. That's one way to get deals done. However, I like flat fee. And the reason why I like flat fee is because you can manage any kind of deal in one of two ways. You're either going to stop doing the deal, or you're going to negotiate your price potentially, or you're going to find a way to expand it. But typically the person who has the site, if you do one of these deals where they're making more money than they were before, they're not going to be in such a position to start jacking up the price on you. You're not going to pay them $500 a month for sponsorship, and all of a sudden they're going to go, I think I want $1,000 a month for sponsorship. Look, they're making $500 more per month than they made before you came to them with the deal, because you typically are going to add some new form of advertising they don't currently have. However, if you're paying cost per click and they really start figuring out how much they're making, and maybe your ad goes down a little bit 1 month, or it really goes way up another month, so they're making more or less, there's a lot of flexibility in there for them renegotiating the deal or how prices can change. If it's a flat fee, let's say I'll sponsor your site $500 a month. If you just put this blurb at the end of all your blog posts, done deal, $500 every month for you, no matter what. That gives you much higher upside, because you may get so many clicks that on average those visitors, the price is coming way, way down. And we talked about this. This is one of our goals for your business, is to lower the average net cost of clicks so you can make more money. So I recommend you always try to get a flat fee deal. Go to somebody and say, hi, I like your site. I'm in this market. I would love to sponsor your site. By the way, you say sponsor your site. It's a little different than I want to advertise on your site. So just say, I want to sponsor your site. Like, I want to be the official sponsor of your site for the next month or whatever. And not even, it doesn't have to be official as if it's an exclusive deal. Just say, I would love to sponsor your blog posts. So if you could put a little blurb, and you could create one and then show it to them when you're making the deal. Say, I would love to sponsor your blog posts. If you would be willing to put this at the end of your blog posts, I'll sponsor your site for $1,000 a month to put this at the end of all your new blog posts from here for the next month. So if you do that with a flat fee, oftentimes you'll get more attention anyways and close deals, because if you go, I'll give you 18 cents per click, they don't know how many clicks you're going to get on your ad. They can kind of guess based on some other ads, but they don't know. They think worst case scenario, well, this guy may have ads that don't get many clicks. By offering the flat fee, I'll give you $1,000 to sponsor your blog. Immediately, they know they're going to make $1,000 more no matter what. So sponsorships are very valuable. I recommend to all the clients I work with that they seek out sponsorships. There's a tremendous number of great deals to be made. You can often get traffic way cheaper than you can from AdWords or Facebook ads or from other areas. And so why not find a bunch of great targeted places where you can get conversions from, where you can build an ongoing flow of new leads and customers for your business from these individual sites that you can do deals with. It's the best of all worlds. If you don't do this, you're crazy. So look into doing some sponsorships in your market and for your business. And again, if you do one that doesn't work out, where it's not profitable, puts you in a position to renegotiate. You can say, I was paying you $1,000 last month for that month of sponsorship, and unfortunately, we probably need to end the sponsorship because it just wasn't profitable for us. However, if you'd be willing to do it for $600 a month, that would put us close to break even, or we can make profit from it, and we would definitely continue doing it. In fact, we would agree to do a 3-month commitment for $600 a month and even pay you up front for it if you're willing to do that price. But if you're not, we understand, and so on and so forth. Well, if they were making that $1,000 a month that they'd never made before for a new type of ad or new type of placement they never made before, they may not care if you then say, I can only afford to move forward at $600 a month because your traffic isn't converting. $600 a month is better than $0 a month. So it puts you in some strong positions to do some negotiating and pricing. Now, if you spend $1,000 a month and it brings you $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 in business, don't rock the boat and try to get greedy and try to get them down to $1,000. Just tell them, hey, we've enjoyed the sponsoring your site, and we want to just continue the deal, on an ongoing basis. We like the relationship with your site, so on and so forth. And if you want, we can even agree to do 3 months at a time now instead of month to month, since you took a chance on us and did it for a month as a test pilot, which we really appreciate. And by the way, when you approach people for deals, that's what you want. You want to do a 1-month test pilot deal. You don't want to commit to anything more than that because the traffic may not convert. But when the 1 month is up, puts you in a strong position to negotiate in either direction. So look into doing sponsorship ad deals.